course, guys, we are back into the city. We started a new map a couple days ago, and it is called Smol Mamba. This is, I think, the Emerald Bay map. That's from one of the DLCs that was kind of recent. Either way, we kind of have an idea of what we want to do. There's kind of a constraint. We don't really have to abide by it, but I think it's going to be kind of nice. But yeah, we're going to be playing some of that City Skylines. Hoping for some good times. Nice, nice, nice. We're back. Alright. So, we started the city coming in this way. We just rerouted the highway. This used to be the main entrance, and it used to just merge together. This was the starting spot right there. And it used to just merge together into a grounded 4-lane. We made it into a simple overpass now, very simple. And we added a clover leaf right here. This effectively acts as a 4-way interchange with no, I guess, bad traffic, because you don't go straight across. This is a connected island. That means no left turns. And then it becomes a right turn. Kind of nice. So we use this setup, and it's pretty good. We have a second one over here, and we're going to have eventually this curl into here, and we're going to have some residency along the mountain. So our initial idea was we were just going to do this spot. We weren't going to expand too much further out. Maybe get outside the freeway. Don't go to the other side. But yeah, this is what we had. And the last thing we were working on was right here, I believe. Small little residential pocket. Cross the street. Have their own little water feature. It's next to the sewage, so it's maybe not that attractive right now. But that's what we got. And I think it's pretty good. We're good on the monies. Yeah. Oh, we did do a lot of rezoning. I think it should be fine. Alright. So, of course, guys, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be happy to help. Otherwise, though, I think I knew what I wanted to do. So, I wanted to do a cul-de-sac here, and then I wanted to do a curl. 120, 300. Is it here? No, it has to be in between, right? So this is 220, 220. It has to be here. 260? It's close. So I guess it's close to Transport Fever if you play one of the user modes. I haven't actually played Transport Fever. Oh, okay. So yeah, I played Transport Fever. Oh, I did the bad math. 400. That's here? Nice. Yeah. So Transport Fever is pretty nice. The thing with Transport Fever is that you control only the logistics. Everything else is automatic. So it's really different. You only have to manage the transportation routes, whether it's cars, trains, boats, airplanes, right? It's just vehicles in that regard. And what you do is you move the goods from a supplier to a processor and then back to the city. Each city has items they want, or that's the goods they want to have. If you give them the goods, they will automatically grow into a larger city. Now the problem with that is if you don't take control of the city by laying out the roads and everything, it will automatically lay out the roads for you. But the problem with that is that you don't get good roads. So you're optimized by laying out the city and letting them automatically fill it. But if you leave it alone, they will expand different districts here and there so that they could, house more population. And then you need to move in local traffic. You'll have people visiting cities from another city. So you have to separate logistics and then, I guess, tourism. Because they're going to be different routes. So that's all you do. So it's like a lot of the other stuff, there's like no policies you have to manage or anything like that. Everything is just, you just drive. Transport Fever sounds like the old Transport Tycoon. Yeah, it sounds exactly like Transport Tycoon, where the AI expands the city in dumb ways. Yeah, but you can take it over. You could lay it out and do something nice. And it's a lot of the times it's because of how you could utilize flow through. It's kind of nice, the flow through mechanics. I've given up on my city. I've spent a week trying to get it to grow. Oh man, it feels bad, Jersey Griffin. Do you happen to know what happened, man? That sucks, buddy. You hate to hear that kind of thing happen, man. You really do. Dude, that's tough, man. You hate to see that kind of thing happen. So it just can't grow anymore? So it just, you don't know why the numbers are keep going down? That's rough, man. Demand fell to 0 and it peaked. That is rough. Yeah, at that population, you can't fix anything in Skylines. Because the problem with the game is you don't know how you have the ability to fix it. Because it's not clear what the problem is. And then the other thing is that, dude, any change you make in Skylines is delayed. So it's like you don't know the impact of your decisions. It's tough, man. That is tough. Do you have any of the monuments? Do you have any of the monuments up? I hear that the monuments are very buggy. And that they are potentially the reason why that happens. But I'm not sure though. I've heard that. All the monuments. Oof. The monuments are tough. Now the thing is that the monuments are very lucrative at the same time because they do attract a lot of demand. It's just, it's very artificial because it's not residents, it's tourism. Tourism counts as a population. But because they're tourists, they are set to leave. So there is a possibility that maybe the spike happened because of tourism, and then now that they all left, it's kind of balancing out. It's hard to argue that though. Although that could be a thing, it's like you don't really know if that's actually the reason. Because something like the space elevator, that thing is like super buggy. Yeah, that should be fine as a single lane. I was considering adding that as a 4 lane, but it should be fine. And I don't know if I should actually get this, because the space is kind of dead. I instead could just round off the corner. For a setup like that instead. Sometimes the game just piles through 1,000,000, maxes out, and crashes. But that counts as a win. I'll count that as a win. But yeah, dude, that's tough, man. This game has a lot of weird, like... It shouldn't be a problem, but because it exists, it's hard to figure out how to fix it, man. Because there's so many things that break in Skylines, and it's due to like services, tourism. Like the buildings don't do the services properly, and then you get a spiral death wave because the trash isn't getting picked up on time, and then the dead people are piling up, and then people are moving out, and it's tough, man. That's one of the things about Skylines, is that it doesn't scale. It plays exactly like you have to stay within the milestone range. Like, after you get the biggest milestone, you kind of just have to start a new city. Like, that's how it feels like you need to play the game, or else it's like weird things happen, starts to lag unbearably. And that part, man, it's tough. So what happens now, man? Do you start a new attempt? Or are you just gonna throw in the towel, man? What happens now? Alright, get the commercial in, not bad. Alright, so we gotta get some pipes, boys. Oh, this is really bad. We'll redo that. Okay. Oh, that's actually fine. I will pull this out though. Wait a bit for inspiration, then a new city. Have you ever considered making your own map? And then playing that? I don't know if that's a good idea. Oh, I need to freehand this. Nice. There we go. And then this pulls out. This is not there. And then this comes out here. Okay. So there's kind of a problem. It's not really that nice, but okay. So here, that doesn't cover this entirely. So I have to go up here. Okay, mark that here. We do the same thing here. Oh, what was that? Oh, there we go. Fiddling with the pipes is one of the reasons I have 81 tiles. Yo, man, gotta have the best pipes in the business. That's all I gotta say. Gotta have the best pipes in the business. There's nothing wrong with having good pipes, man. Just saying. Oh, come on. How does this happen? There we go. I'm a little bit finicky with my pipes. It's got to be good like this. And then here? Oh, that kind of sucks. So I do need this just to get the housing there. We got the best pipes in the business though. No one's better. Okay, get the pipes on the roads. This is not bad. This is zoning in. Okay, cool. We kind of want to hit small city, right? Because although we have money, it's not limitless. But if we hit small city, it becomes limitless. That will be the goal then, at least for right now. Ooh, okay. I think what we're going to do is we're going to just zone everything in. And we're not going to have a set downtown. I think that's going to be the play. We're not going to have a set downtown yet. We're just going to zone everything as low density. And then we'll figure it out later. We should be okay to just destroy population later. So this side probably makes sense to try to utilize. The only problem is this section right here. Because it's likely that we're going to pull something like this. Right turn. Left turn. And then we're going to want right turn. And then left turn. And then we have right turn, left turn, right turn, left turn. And then we need to do one. Oh, I can't do that though. Oh man, this is tough. And then I guess we have to have a double line here. That is a connected island. So we don't do that on the other side. So this becomes open. Dude, that's tough. You can't have this like that, right? I might have to put a roundabout here to do a cross. Because that's going to be heavy. If this is low density, though, it shouldn't matter. If that's the case, yeah. Okay, let's just do this and not really think about the traffic. Let's just assume everything is going to be alright. Right? Everything's going to be alright. Everything's going to be okay. The citizens are going to be happy. Okay, so we're to connect the island. Right? And then we got to control this. Right? So allow the straight. No left turns. Only rights and straights. Junction issue. Can't cross. No jaywalking. Okay, and then that should be fine. I could add a left turn here. It's probably not necessary. And then this could curl out, come down. And then it's probably not going to matter too much. So, I think this line should go down. So this is 1122. There we go. Okay, that is correct. Oh, the long segment's here. Okay. So although that's a line, I don't think that's what we want. Let's look at the terrain height. That is here. Because I don't want to get too close to that. Ooh, okay. So although I can get this, I probably don't want it. It's pulled out a 11. So this is a 2x1. This is the 1x2. This is a 2x2. This is a 1x2. So you can see this is double the thickness. So likeliness, we'll probably want something like this. Right? Get another square. And I want to kind of curl with this. So 10, 11, 12. Oops. That's bad math. 10, 11, 12 anchor backwards. And then I get this curl. This is effectively a hug line. So we have a one space gap in between. And ideally, this would be a 5. And this is a 5. Okay, how come I don't have cost of my... There it is. We're just kind of blindly building. So we could do that, and then we could just run this up. Now, it doesn't line up with the terrain. That's kind of a problem. We have a couple options here. We could either run this out, something like this, and then we'll do a midpoint curve here. 560, 520. Oh, that's really good. This is 11. So we pull out a 12. And then we get an even curve line on this side. Right? So we could measure that. Grab this. And then it's a fish. Add in an eye. And then it needs a smile. Hey. Okay, we're not going to do the fish. This is not bad. We probably won't zone on the side. And I think what that means is we have to pull up a line from here. That is weird because it doesn't connect all the way down. But then this should be the line that comes out to the back then. This is not bad. The other thing we could do is round this off. A little bit more round. We won't zone on this side. So we're going to probably get up to here because it's parallel. And we'll then put some trees here. Now, we could also pull a line in the middle here, which probably never happens. Oh, dude, that would be absolutely insane. That would be absolutely insane. I like this. All right, we're going to do it. We're going to take this 5 and then 5. I think we could do this and have this go under the bridge. That's 206, right? And then we're going to -9. So that's going to be 197. And then I would push this down here. That'd be really nice. Was you saying before, Fish Monument, right? Care of bugs? Was I saying something like that? Man, like, I'm not sure what you're saying. So we square that out and we go underneath. That could be kind of nice. So we go here. This is the perfect setup, actually. There we go. And then we would do this. A little bit of a hill. And then I kind of want to push this back. And then we could just do this. And then this becomes an underpass. So I would actually do this. No zoning on this. I think that works well. I just think it just didn't translate well, Mad Life. That's it. I just don't think it translated well. I'm not really sure what I was reading. That's why. I think it was a translation thing. Alright, that should be okay. This pulls down. Oh, that would be super nice. This is at 204. So that's 654. Yeah. Oh, dude, this is amazing. Alright, so then I could do this. Oh, why is that the wrong height? Why is that at the wrong height? Oh, is it because of the anchor? I could see that. I could see that. So that would mean it's this. And then the game should give it to me. Nope. Not happy. Okay. So we'll do this. Max strength. Push this out. And then we need a -2, so the key is clean. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Right? So then from here, I could go here, undo. So the terrain's normal now. And then I could just do this. Oh. I guess I do need this pushed all the way out. And then this is no dotted lines. 50. 50. And then I could undo. That pushes down, that's fine. Come back to here, force ground, just like that. Yeah, there's a weird dip right there. I guess that's fine. And then that's where I'll pull everything down. Okay, so I can't. This has to be smoothed out like that. Okay, so that means the last thing we could do is push this in. Okay. Come back out to here, 0.01. Alright, clean the little underpass with the key holding up the base of the bridge. This is not bad. That way we connect the sides and it can come straight through. And we're not zoning this. I kind of like that. It would be a lot better if I actually had a higher ground and we could use this as a right before the river, closer to the water level. So it would be lower than the ground level and then in between. And then we'll have housing here on the lower side. That could have been nice. Now I'll just keep this though. This is not bad. All right, we're gonna go with that. Now we're gonna continue the design over here. All right, so we want to continue this. We have our anchor points for where the pattern should continue like. So this is just normal spacing. That means if I want to pull this and curl it out, I have to find spots we want to curl it to, or we could just draw arbitrary lines. So we could see where the creases are, right? We're going to use the creases as a way to guide us. You can see the creases right there. So this will curl into here, and then we could come out a little bit more. I might want to do it here so we could line it up. Right? And then this would curl into here, and then at the top, we would find a line. That's not bad. That one is a little bit closer. Okay, so that means that... Oh no, these don't have zoning. Here, here. So this means we could do this, and then we'll find a line to curl into, or even go like that. So maybe we don't even take this curl. We go directly to the horizontal line instead of the vertical. That's fine. Then this has to curl down. Now on this side though, we could also do something like here to here. Have that be a straight line, and then all the windy curves, we just fill it up with trees. That wouldn't be a bad idea. At the same time, having a view of the water is pretty good. The windy roads give it character, but then it has to be cohesive. So before we decide on that, let's do some spacing here. We know we want this line. How long is this? Okay. 22. What's this value? 21, 2, 3, 4. So I could move this one over. Okay. I am here. You want to move it one over. The logic is here to here, 920, here to here, 920. We want to center the line. That's actually not bad. If this is center line, I'm not really too worried about that. Curl, curl, and then curl. So this could curl down, and then we need to figure out what happens after that. So the structural grid that we're kind of lining up to is kind of important, because that's going to allow you to kind of just zone freely and not have to think about traffic internally, because the grid format is just going to set it up. Mad Life, I see you over there. I see you over there. Okay, so we also want this to expand out. So we know we can't go past this. And we know that this comes through and has to connect to this side. So regardless of what happens, we have to go like this. And then kind of like that. I see you over there, man. Mad Life wanting the hotel? We'll have to see about that. Are you going to get one today? No, you won't. If you're really asking for one, you're not going to get one. I'm just, yeah. I know you're just memeing with Nightbot, though. Alright. So, I want to get rid of this. I didn't think that would be that weak. There we go. So I should push this out, but I could massage this a little bit. Okay. All right. Oops, that lag. So curl. This is a curl. So we could do a curl like that. It's kind of tough, but it's possible. And then this is another line here. Curls out to here. And then curls out again. So boom. I could try to get that. It's possible. I just don't want to do it. So we have to go out to here. Minimal height here. And then we would have to do a random anchor point. I probably want to use dirt for this. So what is this length? 500 at the 25. So if I want to do a 3-point line, that's going to be cumulatively should be less. So it's 24, 6, 6, 12. So 120, 120, 320. That's close. This is actually really close to exactly what I want. Maybe it's a 7-point line. Let's try it out. Oh wow, that's about it. I realistically shouldn't pull it out anymore, so let's do it on this side. So yeah, that's it. So we take this, we want to downgrade. Come in here, here, here. So that's here. Yes, and then this is here. Take that. We want to roll this here. And then we take that and we want to roll this here. Alright, so we have a perfect hug curve because it's calculated. Look at that. Right with the line. So after that, what we're going to want to do is here is a 5, 6. And then that's my value. So then we're going to do a hug curve here. Alright, nice wavy line. What's the goal of the map? We're just building a city. I want to stay in the island. I kind of have some ideas of what I want to do already, though. But for the most part, we're going to try to stay on the island as long as possible. And we'll probably expand out. There's a highway right here I need to connect. But yeah, we're just building a city. No goal. We're just kind of playing. Alright, we got to do another hug here. So this is a good anchor point. Let's pull this out. And then we'll adjust that as we need to. This line is a 680. What is that? 680 is 34, 36, 9918. Yeah, that looks good. That is a 180, 180. That's close. So that is this side, I think, that I need to adjust. So this is a 200, 220. And then it might be this one. $9.9. No, it's off by 20. Wow, so it's 220 on both sides. I mean, 240 both sides. Wait, what? No, it's 220. I added one extra. Okay. So this is 11. And then this is 360. Perfect. So then this is adjusted. That's adjusted. We downgrade this, downgrade that. And then we want to pull this backwards. 180 to there. Okay, so I was close. And then we run this. Okay. Run that. And then we want to run this. Guess the curve wasn't as nice as I thought it would be. That's still a decent curve. The problem is that I'd rather have a right-hand curve here. Realistically. So, how bad is this? Oh, I see why. 340, 500. That's a 160. Yeah, it's not a proper angle line. So we kind of have to hide the blemish. I guess it's fine. This is a random line we drew, and it's not parallel with this. That's kind of what I was thinking. This should be parallel. If we do that, though, that would make this kind of nice. So I will do that. Alright, so let me drop this here. Doesn't really matter if we do drop that there. We got this line coming straight down. Okay, while that's good, I can't line up with the other line. So 1, 2. There we go. So we'll take this line. And then this is 520. Alright, so that's going to be a random arbitrary setup. We could adjust this curve whenever we need to, so it should be fine. Right hand turn, we're not zoning on the bottom side, that's cool. So now this comes out, we'll do a turn later, and then we'll have to line up to this. So that's going to be the outside line, got the squiggly here. I guess we should line this up. I think we're going to run through like this. Alright. This is 200 to 80. We'll just run an 80 line. Something simple. 200 to 20. What was this? Okay, that's a 160 now. And then we're going to run that. 200, 200. Okay, that's not bad. And then we just got to measure this out. So this is a 140. Let's take the 140. Let's downgrade this so this becomes easier to do. 40. Nice. Okay, so we're doing the outside line to the terrain. And then this part, we know the highway's going like this. So this is basically a wall. So I think we'll do the normal strategy. 220 box, 240 box, I'm sorry. We do that. This is a 11 box because I don't have space due to the cloverleaf. Ooh, no way. This goes up to the highway, but this is viable. I probably wouldn't want that, man, realistically. But we could grab that. So I'll do a 11 setup. And then we'll just put trees here so that we don't have to deal with the highway noise, right? We'll zone both sides. We'll just put trees between the highway and the road. And then we're looking for a hook curve right there. So we're going to look at the terrain. Ooh, it's not looking that great. Okay, so the first thing we got to do is set an arbitrary line. That should be fine. And then we go out the dots. We go out the dots. Ah, okay. So we do this to get the dotted line to connect. How come this doesn't want to... Come on, man. Why are you doing this? There it is. Alright, so 760, 940. We'll take the 760 line. So that's a value of what? 80, 180. Alright, let's try that again. Midpoint, 760, 760. Nice. So we'll delete that. We'll delete that. That's our anchor. So this is a curve that's going to be kind of jank. I'm only going to take it if we don't have too many nodes on it. So that's a hook curve. The hook curve is a weird angle, less than 90. But as a result, you get a lot of these nodes in here that's potentially really bad. So I don't really like that. We're going to shrink this. Curve location is fine though. So it's not a bad thing. I'm just not a fan of the curve. I'm going to add 120 to both sides. And it's going to be the same value. So we just extend this out to here. Grab the cross point. And then we hook it back. Okay, same thing. Yeah, it's not that bad this time. I guess we could take this. And this is going to be our corner. We'll delete this now. And then we're just going to have to connect everything else. Alright, and then we're going to set up the grid internally. Over here, this is a 200, that's a 300. And then we just set up the curve. Easy does it. Let me downgrade this, just so that everything's uniform. These are anchors. I don't know if we need anymore. Alright, not bad. So this runs perpendicular. That's a straight line, if I've ever seen one. This has to go like this. It just works way too well to not do. Okay, and then from here, we're going to work with everything else. So one of the lines we should connect is here, right? And it comes down to which line I want to use. So here to here. Okay, so I would pull a 5 because of the intersection rules I like to follow. 240, 420. So that's a difference of 180. We do this. 240, 240. Okay, nice. So this actually gives us a nice little pattern. This is the... Oh, this is off. Okay, let's run a 11 pattern. I hate how this works. Stop snapping to the node. Okay. Stop snapping to the node, please. We are here. Here. Stop, 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 stop. Okay, this is broken. Here, here. The game is not nice. Alright, so we do that. Now we have a node there, so the snapping is straightforward. Got the anchor point, and then we got this anchor point. So pattern is here, and then 1, 2, here. This is mad close, but this is feasible. That's actually feasible. The only other thing we could do that's kind of meme is this. Oh, and it might work. Holy crap. It actually might work. And that would be 11 too. So that's a 5, that's a 5. Oh, dude, this is insane. This is a great pattern. So we just have to measure this out. So you could know which lines you're lining up to because they light up. So we want the left to right and then top left, bottom right line. That's 160, 60. So we pull this by 5. Ooh, and this doesn't line up. What the hell? 60, 60. This should be accurate. This is a rounding issue. It has to. It has to be a rounding issue. I like the lower line though, so we'll probably pull this down and redo that slightly. Okay, now over here. 120, 60. So this adds 60. No dotted lines. That ruins everything. Okay, so this curls, nice. And we curl that, curl that, curl that. This is a mirror curve, so these are all match. This one needs to be redone. So we'll overextend so the trimming is easier. Now we have an easy setup. So let's build the grid. Dotted line, 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 and dotted line, dotted line. So this is a nice pattern for this. There's a couple things I would want to change though. This could be deleted, or we run this straight down and we delete this instead. This becomes a double path into here, which is not really a big deal. This makes more sense because of the double line there, right? And then we could also delete this line. Doesn't really matter though. We could just take this as our initial grid setup. This would probably come through. We could use this as a box square for something else. We could also try to do a plaza here and move this back. Do something like that. And then put a shopping plaza with a parking lot in the middle. That wouldn't be that bad. This would potentially have to be a living space. There's nothing I could really fit with it. And then we could use this that's not a shopping plaza that's off of the main street because there's a parallel road in front of it as a library setup. This would probably be on this side because I want the schooling to be centralized. That's not bad. But I probably want a plaza in between. So what probably happens is this is a grid. Most likely up, down so that the road goes through. Doesn't come in though, it shouldn't. This is fine with this design, with the plaza design, so this ends up being grid as well. This is the only question mark. I don't know what I would want to put here. You would want to zone the inside. We could do a cul-de-sac. Probably come out and then just put a round at the end. It just feels a little bit lazy to do this. This is not bad though. So library, high school, elementary school, random park potentially, mall of moderation parking lot, and then commercial. Pull this out, commercial square, and then this will be just regular grid with a commercial on this. This street's going to be a little bit awkward because I don't know what I would want there. Commercial does make sense, but you know, to lessen the traffic, we might want to put something else. Oh, services. That wouldn't be bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Now, of course, we have this grid. This is nothing to think about. We could just pull this straight up if we really want to. It's not really a big deal. So we know library, park, commercial, commercial. If this is a library, realistically, I would have a grid here. So it's a 220 setup. 220 setup. Oh. It's one of those setups. I have to do this. We have to run it parallel. And then... yeah, this is tough. So this has to be a wider setup. Okay. So here to here, it's 1, 2, 3, 51. There's no way for me to cut this properly. 11's 220. So that brings us down to 400. Because it's 800. That's 2020. Yeah, the math is bad on this. So technically the spacing is compromised back here. What we could probably do is run a parallel line like this then. Just because the shape is a little bit unique. And then we could run a grid pattern this way. So we run a perpendicular grid pattern. This allows us to do a couple things that's kind of unique. We could actually continue this through then. Pop this line, and then this allows me to probably do a 1... ooh, I don't get the 2 setup. So it ends up looking like this. That's not bad. And then it just comes straight down. Realistically, there's not really a better design unless I want to round off this corner and do some shenanigans. Yeah, if I were able to do this, that would have been nice. What's the size of this? I will take anything. Oh, it's a 5'6". Oh, that's tough. Because I kind of want this. And then I want to do this. Right? And then I would do this. And then this would be the setup. So do that 235. That doesn't work, so I'm going for a 240. That's not that great, so we'll go for a 280. That's too... Okay, so we would delete this. So this 140, 140. This comes up 160. This is a 220. We're going for a 21. Dotted lines are not your friend. 140, 140. There's a node here, right? So it's a rounding issue. That's slightly longer, and this is about exact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's exact on that side. That's fine. A little bit of rounding. You see that shift. So you want to go towards the center here, right? And then we get a wave curve, and then this uses up the space really well. That grid right there is the only kind of problem we have. This would have been something I wanted. And then we would readjust this so that this would get deleted. Pull this out 5. Right? And then we want to look for this value, which is a 60, right? So this is a 120. We would turn this, go down to 60. Grab the curve, right? And then we would delete this line. Effectively, you want to do this. Dotted lines are not your friend. Right, and we still effectively get something close to the shape we had earlier, and it fills out a little bit better. The only thing is this clash right there, which I actually don't mind that much. I would have loved to kind of hug this line coming in from here. I mean, the pattern's not bad though. Now, if I don't do this line, I would just do a curve quarter circle. And then this would be something like this. 11, 11, 11. So we would do a quarter circle curve from here to here. And then we would just continue some weird grid pattern this way. Because this would have went down, probably connect with that. And then I probably would have want to try to go in between. Oh, this is perfect to go in between. Are you serious? It's a 1 space gap. Wow. Now, the only thing is this is not parallel with this. I would make that change to make that parallel. That wouldn't be bad. Redoing the S-curves, redoing that curve, that's actually automatic. And then we would have a square here, which could be a... Alright, let's see how that looks, because this is not difficult, right? So we get that, and then we would run this. Oh, it's the same problem. The grid gets cut off. Is it a big deal then? Because then if I do this, this is nice. Because then I could do something like this gets deleted, and then we could run a curve like this. Right? And then this would come straight down. Oh, dude, that would have been sweet. And then the problem with this is that I probably do this. Right? So we could run a hug. We would do a slight turn here to get a larger turn on the back side. And we get a nice pattern design. Right? That would be not bad. You would get connections. If this was parallel, this would be a road right here. And then we would probably pull off of here. Potentially over here as well. Or maybe like this, like that. Open this up. And then all we would have to do is just pull out and connect to here. This could curl that way. This could curl this way. Or run a straight line. Ooh, this is... That would adjust everything else in front of me. I wouldn't mind that, though. That would be okay. No, it wouldn't. This would be compromised so bad. So I would actually just run this out to here. Not nice road to drift, not gonna lie. I see you over there, man life. I see you over there. Do you want to hear a pro tip if you want to drift? My roommates in college were in a car club where everyone goes drifting and stuff like that. And one thing they would always do is they would drive to the water park right after it finishes raining, because nobody goes to a water park when it's raining. So you have an empty parking lot. If you have parking lots like you do in America, it's just wide, flat concrete. And it just rained, so the floors are wet, and then no one's there. So they would actually go out to the water park and just drift in the parking lot. And they would do like donuts, or they would, try to do a turn kind of tight. And that's what they would do. Now, the thing is that I live in California. It never rains over here. So when it happens, they're all going. And it would be like twice a year. But yeah, that was a strat, man. I don't know if it's like that over there, Mad Life. But yeah, if you find a large water park with a large parking lot that doesn't have the concrete headers everywhere, it'd be nice. But yeah, they found one like that, and they would go. It was pretty cool sounding, though, not gonna lie. So this would be gone, right? And then this potentially becomes a park space. What we could do over here is just take the L. It's probably fine that we take this, because I really like this part. Right? This is a proper grid design. You can't really tell the size and shape. This is pretty good. And then we would go up to here. Right? Box grid that up. We would have a connection on the bottom somehow. That would be... I would love to have this connection and then do the curve a little bit better. And then if that's possible, backside road connection is pretty sweet. Connects to this to go that way. And then from here, we could literally leave it like that. We could also do something like this. Redo this to come out and to line up with that. Everything would line up to this. And then here to here, here to here. So it gets pulled by one... That's actually not bad. Oh, I see what they're mad like. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that. But yeah, that's what they would do. Now, I don't know how bad it gets over there. Don't know how that works too, but yeah. It's an idea. It's an idea. Alright, so we're gonna delete this. And we're gonna delete that. So what they want is this. And then this comes up 5. No, that's not it. It has to be here. So 10, 11. And then we take this line. So that is 160. 360. Okay, so let me do this. Okay, so this is not on the same line. I gotta redo this. Okay, that's fine. So this curve is redone. And then the value I remember is 360 from here. So we're just gonna draw the line. Okay. Oh, this should have been... Wow. Do I have to redo this part? Maybe I do. That's fine. So we'll roll with a 300. That's a 220 then. And then that's right here. Alright. We run that slight curve. This becomes a right-hand curve. Alright, curves out into there. Nice. And then we gotta redo the S-curve adjustment. There's no way this is working. That's gonna shift everything. Yo, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what they did. So it's like just an idea. Ooh, so I want to do this. Oh, it's not going to work, yeah. So although we do that, it's going to overlap. Yeah, of course. No worries, no worries. Because I think we want to do this. And then that shrinks this curve, and then we could run a parallel curve to that, but then this curve kind of ruins it. That's a little bit unfortunate. What can we do with this line then? Because this is such a weird empty space. That was an idea. We could always do a rough grid here as well. Just do this. And then this becomes weird space. We could curl this down is one thing. Right? Because we could do the same thing we did on this side with the curl adjustment, which is not bad. Right? 1, 2. And then this is still dead space. It's just really weird. We could also just pull this out. Because we have that straight to line up to. And maybe we do like how this curled in. Maybe this comes into here instead. And then this comes out to do a different curve. Hold up. Right? That is a possibility. So we have the straight line here from this side, and this anchors to this, so nothing's going to change. But if I were to pull this out, that comes from here. And then the curl will be like that. But then we would have the dead space in the middle. We could instead do it like this. Curl that. Little bit of dead space, but that's not as bad. And then we have this right here. 220, 220. All right. So then we would have this right here. That's kind of awkward. We wouldn't have to adjust any of the other curves, though. A cul-de-sac would work, but it feels weird. I don't even want to keep this one, to be honest. Cul-de-sac would be a little bit weird there. Because realistically, I want to go back and redo this. But then this is like... what can you even put here that makes sense? It could be a park, and instead of lining up to here, we do go down to here. Right? And by doing that, we have a large, wide, equal distance space. Let's see how that looks like. So we would want to come out from here, right? We would have to redo the curve completely. So this comes down to here. Here to here, it's about 280. So we would add 280 to here. Right? This will give us a proper curve at this location. Oh, I gotta add another 5. This should give us a proper curve at the location. 220, 240. It's a little bit of a rounding issue. That's fine. And then we could curl that. I probably can't do that, right? I probably have to do this. And we have to pull it from here, probably. The logic being is that if we don't do that, I think it's a bad time. So here to here, here to here, 160. And then this would be the large curve. Yeah, 460, 460. We would adjust all the curves in front of us so that it's a perfect hug. And then we would have this, right? We would get that. This would come straight up all the way to the other side. And then we adjust all these roads and redo the curve. I would be down, because that's minor thing. Nothing's zoned yet. And then by doing that, I would get a sharp corner here. And that feeds out large park design that's parallel. That would effectively mean I would do this then. This is longer, this comes up, and this would be deleted. That's not bad. I'm taking that. I'm taking that. Okay, so the play is here. Right? And then the play is here. Alright, no dotted lines. And then all we have to do is pull the line. That's literally all we would have to do. Line that up, connect. Line that up, connect. Alright, and then everything gets deleted. That was a marker line and not actually where the intersection should go. Then we upgrade this. This is not bad. So we will be able to do this now. And then, well, let me go back to dirt road at this point. That was the only thing I wanted to change. And then this would come out and connect to here now. This is flush. Intersection grid is looking nice as well. And then I guess this gets compromised. Now I would still take this and readjust the S-curve. Right? Because I think this is good to do. Okay. So we're gonna do... I'm gonna do a 120 here. I'm gonna go down to here, add 5. And then that's a 6 actually. And then... Oh, that was... Oh, yeah. This wasn't actually measured. This was a feel. So 120. I am looking for a... No. This was a 14. And then this was a 280. Oh, that's still pretty bad. Let's go with a 16. 160, that's 8. And then... Okay. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. 140. Okay. So this is 160, 160. Good. Here. 160, 160. All right. That's our S curve again. So line straight down, line straight up. These are all deleted. I'm actually going to delete all of this so that my nodes are balanced out. And then we're going to round off the corner. Alright. Here to here. Not bad. Delete this, that. Oh, do I get this? Oh, that's really close. What is this? That would be a 6. Oh, wow, it's perfect. Okay. So... Okay. Oh, that means I have to redo this. Oh, I'm kind of mad. Okay. So, here it's 11 down, delete 5. Okay. So, we're going to redo this. I just did it. So, 5, 5, and then this is a... This was a 160, 160. That is not what I'm looking for. Okay. So we want to do it the other way. Oh, come on. There's a other line. All right, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Here to here. Backwards here. There we go. This is a rounded corner. Here, here. Delete that. We need the midpoint. There we go. There's always a little bit of a rounding issue. Feel like that sometimes. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. And then what I wanted to do here was a connected setup. And then technically I would just delete that. That should be all right. The one thing we could change is instead of rounding off this corner, this could come straight down. And that would still work really well. Let's see how that looks like. Because I'm thinking this looks better. Ooh, overlap. And then I guess we could do it here instead. This was the original idea. We would delete this. And then we would be able to do... Oh. That's kind of tough. Yeah, this was, I guess, better. Because I want to do this, but then this is a weird box, and then I would want to do that. And then this would allow me to do 120, 11, round this off. And then if this connected, we delete that. And the grid pattern looks better this way. The only thing is the outside curve right here. Instead of doing an S-curve, I could just terraform this to make this perfectly fit. That's probably what I'll do. So we have to round hug. This should go into here. Okay, this is 11. Okay, and I want to go into this tile. So that's there. Okay, and then this is a 5. Okay, so we want to anchor this. I want to delete this because it shouldn't matter. And then I see why. Okay, so the grid, I need to do something weird. This is going to be tough to get right. Okay, so I want to go here. That's a 7. But it depends on where I'm at. So from here, it's about... Okay, it's a little bit behind. So I'm going to anchor the first node. I'm going to anchor this node. So it's going to be between here. So this was not it, right? Because if I do this, that's a 120/80. So I kind of need to bop this here. 120/100. That's really close. Okay, so I have an idea. This comes back out. That node is still there. We adjust slightly to the right. So here, delete, delete. Oops. 120/100. That's an angle thing. Alright, we're gonna take that. This is... slight wave curve. They didn't have to terraform that much. And this kind of works. Not what I originally had shaped, but it does kind of satisfy everything. There's a funny change we could make to this. We could push everything over here so that it's not centered, and then we would get our grid here. What I mean is that this is a 2 space gap right here in between the grid, and this is a 1 space gap, which is what I normally do. I can move everything here by 1 unit, and then this frees up that grid. I might actually do that. Now, of course, that means I have to change all the lines resulting, but I actually don't want to change the lines, because then it's like, it's nicely symmetrical right there. Left side, right side, you know? Kind of mad. So I don't think we could do that. Yeah, I don't think we could do that. I wouldn't want to do that. So I guess we just live with this. This looks okay if you don't see the grid. And then this wouldn't be there. I guess this works. Yeah, we'll take this. We'll take this. Alright, so we did want to change this, right? If I do this, I have to adjust this slightly. Right? So here, 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 here. Terrain height, okay. And then we want to do a slight curve. So that is a... what was the math here? 80. $180. Ooh, okay. Let's do that. Delete. Redraw. The reason why I do that is because there was an unnecessary node in between that I didn't want to have anyway. So we'll just do it like this. Smaller area. We might put, say, a unique building. I don't know, man. We do just have space there, kind of randomly. Alright, this is fine. No cul-de-sac, because I don't think it kind of fits. Keep the cul-de-sacs over there. Okay. So, we will have somewhat of a large park in here. We're going to do a small park, maybe like more shopping of maybe unique buildings. And then library, high school. Maybe we put the elementary on this side. Okay, so now we got to do this. So this changed completely, and then what we want to do is probably pull up from here. Pull up, do the curl. Now the problem with this is that I kind of want to make this into a proper triangle. Right? And I might have to redo the curve as a result, but because I don't need that slight curve, I could actually pull from here too. I might just pull this straight down. And that, yeah, that once from here. 220, 180, that's a 40. And then we bump that. Although I would want that, this ends up being free space. This would be a great spot to maybe lead into like the low grounds. Is there a boat line? Oh, it's right there. Wow. That could be a harbor entrance right here. Dude. Because I would. The only problem with this is that this is mad traffic. This is not designed for this. I would immediately need a metro. Because what we would do is we would get close to the water, right? So I'm at 206. This is at 190. That's 16 meters. I'll probably just go down 12. I'll probably be like right here. And then we would flatten this, and then we would go downhill, and then the harbor would be like right here. We could key up this side of the street too, So that we could have like a retaining wall so that the pier looks a little bit better. Pull out a breakwater. Dude, we would have something here. And then the only thing is, do I want ferries? That'd be really the only question. Can a ferry pass by under this? Let's look at the ferry tools. If the game gives this to me... Alright, look at that. Can I do this all the way on the side? Water required. Okay, is there like a tight space where the overpass kind of is low? That way we could kind of check whether that actually ducks under and checks. Yo, what the hell is this? X spots the mark. Let's go, boys. We found the treasure chest. X spots the mark, boys. X marks the spot. Okay, that is an idea. That is an idea. Pull this out, sink it lower, and use it as a harbor. Do a cove breakwater round? Oh, no, I can't. We would have to curl this way, which doesn't really make sense. Because then I need clear access for the harbor. That would be the play, though. Maybe get some fishing boats here. The fishing boats make a lot of sense. This is where the water's coming from. Okay. So the harbor, and then we would fish in the area, I guess. We could start fishing on this side and just put an entrance right here. So you can't cross right here, but then you could just take the freeway, exit here, and start fishing. Put a fishing village, small little area, local organic produce. Now, this is way too large for like a little small fishing town. You would have to keep it small. Like, really small. Maybe we don't think about the fishing yet. That's too much ahead. Let's just do the grid first. Okay, so we have this. We know this is going around. We know we want trees on the side here for noise block. There is also the potential for this. How do you watch weather in this chat? Exclamation point weather, space, and then the name of the city. You could also use the name of a country, I think. But they typically want a name of a city. So if I do exclamation point weather, space, Los Angeles, right? You can see the weather right now. But yeah, hope that makes sense, man. It feels like I'll get another one of these curl sets here. Just given the design. Slanted line, curl into that, looks natural. There we go. 28 Celsius. Not bad, pretty balanced. A little bit warm. Just a little bit warm. So yeah, that's a bot that gives you the information. So it's automatically updating as well. So automatically, if I do spacing blocks here, it's a 440. We would get one here as well. I could do slight curves, but that doesn't look nice. I had listening, it will reach 33 max. That's not bad. Hopefully it cools down for you guys, man. We could do one and then run a parallel. And then potentially do something like this. Curl this out. We actually get this automatically as well. That's a hug curve that's calculated. We would automatically take this. Whatever happens here, we get here. So then we should calculate this, right? 120. 140, so this would be like that. And then this would be like that. Ooh, this works. That's really gross. But that does work. Oh, man. I could probably do a 120, and then this is a 220 instead. That might be slightly better. $100, $140. Oh, that doesn't work. So what I had before is exactly how I need to have it. Oh, that's tough. Because if this is 100, this is a bad curve on the inside. Oh, wow. Okay. So they do need me to do this. 120, yeah, okay. That's tough. That is here, here, here. This works. It's just, yeah, that's like a very minimal house. We get that. We get this. This probably continues through. Or we could actually cut it the other way. Now the thing with this is that typically 4, 5, it would be here. That'd be a grid box. 220, 220, and then we do the dotted line here. Right? That's typically how that would happen. We would come down. So we could do this, and instead go out this way. Ooh, that's not a good line though. This top part's getting a little bit wild. Maybe we don't run that, and then this becomes a normal setup like this. Okay. Or this gets compromised. This comes out here. So we start with the grid, run a parallel down the middle. This doesn't work, right? Oh, that's why that doesn't work. So maybe this needs to go this way. Run that like that. Have to go. Wish you all a nice stream. Goodbye. Yo, Luke, you were still here? Yo, man, I didn't even know. Hope you enjoyed the cities, man. And of course, we will see you next time. Be good, dude. I saw a coffin for no reason. Oh, man. Yo, I'll get some more water, guys. I'll be right back. We back. Sorry about that. Welcome back. Thank you. Oh. What if we ran grids this way? This is kind of weird. We do potentially get this slightly, not really though. And then we don't really get much off of this. If we run this design instead, we don't get much off of that either. So you would have to do something like this. No thoughts on it. I have to play it first. I didn't get early access, so I don't know anything about what's going on. It could be here. And we get this right there. Oh, that probably got dotted lines. There we go. 120, 120. Now, is this good spacing? It's nice. Okay. So it's 1, 2. I could curl it into here instead. I think the problem is this. Oh. No, that makes it more difficult if the curve is smaller, not easier. No, man. We'll find out once the game comes out. We will find out when the game comes out. So, I stopped watching the content for Skylines 2. Because it's like, I'm not going to be able to play it. Why am I watching it? And then it's like, why am I going to watch other people play it? Doesn't really make sense. So I got to play it before I get an opinion. That's really where I'm at right now. I need to find out what they about myself. Not going to listen to some streamer tell me that's a great game. Because the people that are getting early access are probably, you don't know if there's a, you know, they were selected by Paradox for a reason. Right? And if anyone has been following Skylines, they like to pull strings over there. Do you guys remember the Red Bull City Skylines competition? You guys remember that? Did you guys actually watch that? It was the most rigged shit from the beginning. Like, everyone was in on it. There was literally one streamer actually doing something, and everyone else was just talking to chat. Like, they're just casually playing, and one guy's actually trying to win. Everyone else is kind of doing meme stuff. Like, they don't care if they win or lose. And then they were hand-selected by Paradox, right? Yo, man, that shit was mad suspicious. I kind of think I'll be disappointed with CS2 purely because there would be loads of DLC missing. I take for granted in the first one. Yes, I agree with that. It's going to be an inferior game. I'm already worried that we might have to wait a year before it catches up to a Skylines 1 playable state. Because when Skylines 1 came out, you know, I played it, and then after I played it, I never played it again for a few years. Sadly, that's the truth. Like, I got the game, had fun, and then I just, like, after I was done playing it, I was just like, I'm shelving this. And it wasn't until I became a streamer that I tried to make it more, like, a thing that I want to do on a regular. Can I ask what's the benefit of leaving a 1 square zone? So, it's mainly off of the main street. It's mainly off of the main street. So the thing is what I'm doing is I have a grid pattern. Oh, dude. Gamblay is probably getting hit by ads, and he's gonna tell me that, oh, I didn't hear you because I just got hit by ads. So I'm just gonna go back to doing what I'm doing until the ads are going. You know, classic shenanigans. Okay, we want to do that. And then we have a weird space here. Kind of weird, man. Like, what would we want to do in here? Oh. No, that wouldn't really change much. Yep, called it, boys. Called it. We might be able to do something here. Move this closer. And then we do this. No, that does nothing. Okay. Move it further away, and then we do this. Does this widen this? Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so I could just push everything up. Okay, yeah. We'll do that. So we're gonna adjust some of the lines then. Okay, so here to here, 140, 340. That's a 200. So that goes out to here, here. This guy goes up by 11 here. And this is a larger curve. That's nicer. I like that better. Okay, and then we get this. And then we get that. There we go. Gambler, are you back? I saw the ads went off, and I was like, I'm just not going to even explain to this guy, because he's probably getting hit by ads. That's the first thing I thought. I'm like, this guy's getting racked, dude. Lead him do his thing. You back, man, Gamblay? Yeah, I'm back. Nice. Okay. So this is fine because that's spaced out properly. I guess we could move this over. I mean, this is probably fine, though. And not like this is going to go through, so it wouldn't really matter that much. But I kind of want to see how that would look like. So not here, but here. Turn this down, pull this by 5. Let me just finish this really fast. 180, 240, that's a 60. And then we have this. And then we would have to redo that, right? And then here to here, that's fine. Get that. It's looking not bad. It's like this and this are the same thing. Oh, we could fit a library here. Probably this way. It doesn't bop the other zoning. That's probably what I'll use this for. Library. Potentially put the high school on the other side. Could I do this? No, I can't. Yeah. So it's probably the library right here. And then we'll probably try to do a combo here. Like a reading reserve. I like my libraries. So that's probably fine. Maybe the high school there is the only one. And then this is a elementary library combo. for the kids. We love our libraries over here. Yeah, it's probably fine. We'll probably live with that. And the only thing is, this part's kind of interesting. Dude, I knew it. We barely get that. Oh god. Do I want this? Look at how nice that curve is. There is another thing we could do here. Like this. This is a nicer curve because there's more space. I might take it like that because this is a hook curve, nice and rounded, and this is nice and rounded. Yo, man, we got the new Adidas. Just do it. The Kanye Yeezys. All cotton, baby. You know what it is. Alright, so the reason why we use a one space gap is because on your main street, a lot of the times on the main street, you're going to get a lot of one thing. Traffic. And guess what? The citizens crossing the street will slow down the cars. They will visibly stop because they have to stutter step and then clip through the citizens. So you see them stutter step, right? Because the citizens are crossing all the time. That affects your traffic flow percentage. So one of the things you could do is prevent these people from crossing the street. And the easiest way to do that is by using walking paths. So let's actually set one up so you can see what I'm talking about. And we're going to go here. We're going to use a meter of 9. Oh, this is normal. There we go. No dotted line. So the one space gap I have is a pattern. It is structurally lined up so that the one space gap goes all the way down. So I don't bop any houses. Right? So you could run this through your residential if necessary. A lot of the times, unless you're having high density, you don't. And you really just set it up on the main large road that you would have, whether it's the 6-lane or the 4-lane road. You wouldn't do this on the single lanes unless it's high density. So you see the people here. This is causing some problems over here. Some people are going to be crossing over here. Some people are going to be crossing over here. And the people crossing this street, top to bottom, is going to be the worst because you're walking for the longest period of time. The longer you walk, the higher the instances that you're going to have a collision with the cars. There's no collision in this game, but the cars will slow down to not hit the citizen, But they do it anyway. So I recommend a pattern like this. So I'm going to start from here. And we're going to go to gap to gap. That's going to be the play. Alright, so I like starting from the intersection. This is typically a decline. And then we pull this across. And then we have a bridge. Pull this across. That's a decline. Pull this across. That's a bridge. You kind of see the pattern by now, right? This setup is alternating between the two forms. Now, one thing I like to do is on the back side of the bridge, we immediately give them another decline to the other side of the parallel road. I always run a medium or large road with a parallel road next to it. That is something I see because it works really well with how the main road works. That way, if you have everyone exiting here, it's going to be nearby stuff. So by alternating like this and then having a parallel road, your cars could go up and down here instead of here locally. So we will continue this, and then this is the pattern. Right now, I just built this. There's people already walking on this, and you know how we could make it better? Extending it to the other side. So we're going to do that right now. So 1, 2, 3, we do the same thing. We do the gaps. All right, and then this is a decline. Guess what? We're gonna put a decline here. And then we're gonna do the bridge. And then we're going to do another decline. And then all we have to do is connect the left and right side. And I will simulate for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Guess what? People are already walking on here. Now, if I keep simulating like this, the bridge in the middle is going to have lesser people and more people are going to be on the sides. You might be wondering, why does this happen? The citizens in the game are actually incentivized to use the walking paths. That's actually something in the AI. Otherwise, the walking paths aren't going to be that good. And look at that. The middle is like scarce now and everyone's around the bridges. So because of how the AI kind of prioritizes the walking paths, if it's within reason, because the AI, what they do is they choose a random location that fits kind of like their schedule of what they need to do, because the AI has a list of things they need to do. They will see how far that is, and if they could walk to it, they will. So that's going to be what this is for. You can see this is empty now. I didn't change any of the settings. I didn't ban crosswalks or anything like that. This is just normal, what the citizens are going to want to do. So you could see that the walking paths are very, very strong. Very, very lucrative. I have to bop that industry, feels bad. So this means that you have less instances of people slowing down cars. But yeah, that's an example. Hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions. I got you. But there it is, gameplay. Hope that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. Hey, Too Legit got the cam. What's up, man? How you doing, Abby Hank? We live, baby. We got the Subathon going on. We're doing a thing. Yeah, of course. Anytime, anytime. I also want to apologize if I sound a little bit like condescending or a little bit tired. Yo, man, I've been live for 14 hours. And I've been doing this for days after days after days, man. I'm losing sleep. So I apologize if something sounds weird or off. Alright, so this is going to be our grid. This is going to be fine. So we adjusted that. This looks good. And I think we're happy with this. We don't want any cul-de-sacs, and I think this worked out well. Got the underpass here. This look is not bad, man. Not bad at all. Alright, boys, you know what time it is? The best pipes in the business. Hank, how you doing though? Is this when you normally wake up, man? Which is why I don't get to see you at streams. I catch you when you're literally sitting in bed. Feels bad. Oh, I would want to redo this part. Interesting. Okay, so it's a left to right setup. Yeah, that's fine. And from this side, I probably want to come up from here, realistically. I probably want to go low. This comes out this way. Comes out over here, and then this is good coverage. Although we could go back to here. I don't think that's wise. So, bam. We could go outside in. That is typically a little bit easier. And then we'll find something else later, right? Okay, so here. Here. We got this. This. I need to go down here actually, because of the weird spacing we've set up. So then this is not there. Here. My cat's mad. He's like, it's sleepy time. Why are you still awake? Why are you not giving me any attention? He's a little bit angry. Alright, so we probably do want to go into here. Here, 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 here. Oh, that works, yeah. I hear you, Mamba. I know. Give me a little bit longer, baby, and I go to sleep. But you gotta give me a little bit longer. Alright, so we would go 2 at a time for efficiency's sake. But then this becomes a 1, just because of how this lines up. We're gonna do the corners. This all is good. We get up to here. Nice. Okay, let's connect everything so we don't mess it up. Best pipes in the business. Underneath the roads, no nodes, clean. And no move it for this either. Did you guys know you could use move it to bend your pipes? It's kind of interesting. Curved pipes, kind of interesting. All right. Here. And that goes all the way out. Dude, look at that. It's one long snake with no circles on it. You guys ever play Snake, dude? That's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to figure out my snake pattern. Not trying to mess this up. We go down, over, up. Oh, I would go here, here. That makes sense. Oh. So we go here. Here. Bam. I'd probably go up here, to be honest. But I could go in here to route back. Oh, wait. Here. Here. Oh, okay. We'll have to see if that works. Because then we would come in, we see the pattern here. This would be in here. We would go with the deep line. And then I wanted to do this. Oh, it works. And this comes back out. Yeah, so this comes down here then. Nice. And then we would just continue the pattern. And then this is straight line access until we get to here. This, that. Here. There we go. And then we're just lining up to this node. And then the overlap is a perfect hug, so this should be optimal. We'll set this one too. And then it's here. This hook in the back is going to be tough because there's a lot of nodes. This comes out to here. Beautiful. One single line from here pulled out all the way. everything is covered, and there's no weird dots on it like this. There's only one dot at the beginning and at the end. Nice. Alright, that's optimal. Let's get the roads upgraded. Let's start zoning in. Look at that demand. It is time, boys. Let's get the people in this. That's a good tip. Looks nice, right? Looks good, looks good. How are you, though? EV Thorbam? I feel like there's someone in my community with a very similar name to that. Is that a popular character or something? Where's that name from? I've seen EV Thorbran. B-R-A-N. What is that? B-A-R-N. B-R-A-N. Like brand. The guy from Game of Thrones. Okay, so let's set this up. Very normally, this is going to be grid. This is also grid. This was going to have some unique stuff. We're not going to deal with that yet. This is low density schooling library stuff. This is still another low density setup. Alright, so we will have this. This is kind of weird. We're going to have 4 shops randomly inside. This is going to act like a liquor store 7-Eleven internally. This is potentially going to be some more green space or something. We'll wait and see. And then we'll get this in like that. I didn't... Oh, yeah, I didn't move this over. I opted not to. Yeah, I forgot about that. Opted not to. Oh, this is a problem. Okay. We're gonna fix this the old school way. What is the old school way? You guessed it. Fences, baby. So we're just gonna be right under the grid. And then you see the zoning's not there. We're just gonna upgrade the road. And then the grid's back. So then now I could do this. Kinda sweet. I will take that. Alright, not bad. People are moving in. Commercials coming in. I do want to get this library set up. Alright, I want the library here. No. It should be on the side. And then we would probably take the high school, which is this one. Put it facing the main street like that. And then we would want elementary on the bottom side, closer to the residential side, away from everything else. It's probably here. And then I probably want the parking lot for this. Alright, so this is a school. We'll do it like that. Doesn't need to be that large. It's a school, dude. We don't need a large parking lot for that. However, we would give them some sports. All right, we're at school. I'm a fan of basketball. Y'all see the jersey right there. We playing some b-ball, baby. Oh, that's tennis. Fucked up. Don't even know my sport. There it is. Okay, we get that right here. And then we'll have a playground. That's probably fair. Right next to the elementary. There's also the large playground. Oh, it clips it. Okay, let's go with this one. The parking lots have an effect on traffic or anything. UI suggests it's just decorative. It is 100% decorative. 100%. This game, parking does not matter. It is a false mechanic to give you the sense of immersion. 90% of the game is like that. The moment you start thinking about that and trying to get into it and dive into it, you're going to get lost because it's not going to actually work the way that it sounds like it works. 90% of this game is only for immersion. You need to understand that. So what I mean when I say that is that if you de-zone without destroying the roads, your entire map, none of the cars move. All the cars stay there. And if you ever actually watch the car, it will randomly change ownership. And what happens is that a guy will park the car, go in, someone else will walk up to the same car and drive off with it. Cars do not have ownership in this game. And that sounds jank because guess what? It really is. So 90% of this game is not even like happening because it's just there to give you a sense that it is. When you if you actually look closely, it's not. You ever seen what is that? What is it? The Roadrunner and the Wile E. Coyote? You know how the Wile E. Coyote guys has all this fake equipment that's like Acme? That's basically this game, man. Because it's like, it's really, really like jank. Sounds like a whole lot of, dude, where's my car going on? You know what's funny? You know what you guys have probably seen it. What happens when you don't have a car? You pull that shit out of your pocket, dude, and just spawn it in real life. You guys have all seen this. We've all played cities. And we all know that's how it happens, man. Oh, my car got stolen. I'm about to summon another one. This guy is richer than Elon, dude. Pulling cars out of his pocket. Got the interdimensional storage. Puts a couple ton vehicles inside. Come on, man. So it's like this game is really, really weird. Another thing that's really, really weird. So the cars don't move. The car ownership gets changed. If you de-zone the area, the cars don't disappear. Like, it's not actually attached to the ownership. And yeah, it's really, really weird. Other things in this game that don't really make sense. You drive this distance from here to here, it takes you a day. It takes you a day to drive from here to here. Time is a huge illusion in this game. It's not real. Time is not real in this game, dude. Like, if I were to wait, pause, we're gonna find this guy right here and we're gonna follow. I'm gonna unpause. Oh, and I'm gonna unpause. All right, this is 1 day. The green bar in the bottom left. I barely got to here. That's 1 day of driving. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks on the street. Yo, man. This is weird, dude. Everything in this game is really, really like skeptical, sketchy. I don't know how to describe it, but if you actually look in it with a magnifying glass, it's gonna be like really jank. I recommend just play the game, enjoy it. Don't look too deep into it. If you want to learn something along the lines of mechanics, I got you. If there's anything along the lines of how the game actually wants you to play, like there is certain things you should be aware of, such as some of the chains. Industrial chain is pretty good. The residential chain is pretty good to learn as well. The commercial chain is very similar to the industrial chain. Or, well, it's a part of it, so you wouldn't really have to look into that. But yeah, what I mean when I say that is the residential chain is understanding how the residency works, what they want to do in terms of their AI. And then the industry chain is because industry actually has like a resource management process loop that if you understand it, you might have a better idea of how to zone your area. Those are like the only two things that you really need to worry about because that affects your traffic. And traffic basically is your overall city efficiency. Low traffic percentage means that your services are also running at that percentage of 100. So even now, I have a 94%. My services aren't running at 100% because we are losing 6% move speed relative to the road on average. Now, that might not be the case for each individual vehicle, but on average, that's going to be how that affects everything. So, name of the game in this game is traffic, and those things I talked to you about, the industrial chain and the residential things that they want to do, are the two things you need to know to kind of manipulate the AI. But yeah, there's outside of that, everything else is kind of minute. Don't really need to pay attention to it. But yeah, but hopefully that helps, man. Christopher, hope that helps. Hope that helps. Hope that helps. Show the strat with the bridge 60 meter long with only 2 pillars. Oh yeah. So in this game, it's super jank. The game isn't actually quality tested. And there's a lot of things that I don't know why never got fixed. And what I mean when I say that is that I'm a turn off anarchy. Right? So I can't do this. So it's red, right? And one of the things about this game, you could do something like this. You could do this in the vanilla game with no mods. You draw a straight line. And then you take another road. I'm going to take a 6-lane road. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go from here. And I'm going to go to here. Look at that. I was able to do it. But then if I do this, it's red, right? Thanks, dude. Had it for ages. Didn't really get into it last month, so I picked up a few DLCs on Humble. No mods as of yet. Okay, nice. I would highly recommend a lot of mods just because it helps out with the variety. One of the mods I do recommend is the ability to kind of control your sections like this. So let me give you a great rundown of a mod that's really nice. Don't you hate it when your freeways do this? Alright, I'm gonna do a freeway, and then I'm gonna break out 1 lane, and then this ends up being a 2 lane. Don't you hate it that the roads center? And then it's like the cars aren't driving straight on the freeway anymore when you do something like this because of lane mathematics. 2 plus 1 equals 3, right? So in a situation, you would have something like this. Like, it's weird that it's offset. I've always hated this about the game. I have a mod that actually lines up the lanes. And it puts everything shifted downwards perfectly. And then I have another mod that allows me to manipulate the lines inside the intersection. Right? And then this allows me to do very realistic on and off ramps. And then I could do this. And then we write a chevron, right? And then that's kind of nice. It looks a little bit better. If you want that to not be a straight line, we could change that. And put a dotted line so it looks like everything else. Oh, that doesn't line up correctly. We'll do the same thing. And we'll move the line so it's kind of perfect. All right, you could do all of this with a couple mods. And then I have another mod that allows you to manipulate this. So I'm going to use 20 all. It's not bad. Let's zero out the angle. And it stretches out the node to get a smoother merge. So we could do maximum here of something like that. So it kind of widens everything depending on how far you pull it out. You know, you could do it smaller and make it look more legit. Yeah. So I use a small list of mods. I would highly recommend getting started with the set of mods that I play with. Oh, you missed an S. Mods list. I got you. So that's my collection. So I recommend starting out with that because that's what I use, and it's only about 20-25 mods. A lot of people that play this probably have mods or assets total in the hundreds or thousands. And yeah, I don't recommend that. It's a little bit too much. I play very light. But yeah, I have the mod to do that, some things to jump into, but I highly recommend getting with the mods because it's a lot of quality of life, visual aesthetic lineups to make it look very clean. But yeah, I recommend that. Now, another thing I wanted to show you, if you're on the vanilla game, you could do this. Look, it's a double road, but it's on top of each other. Why would you want to do this? Because when you run roads, right, here, like this, you lose your zoning when the roads are next to each other, right? That kind of sucks. So if you stack the roads like this, you could zone on the bottom, but run the road on top and bottom level. But what can you do with that? You could do this. By inching this up, you move the pillar, and then you alternate to the bottom, and you could adjust that. And then you go back to the top. You incrementally pull it up, take the bottom, pull it out, pull it up, pull it out, pull it up, pull it out. You could do this indefinitely, and you get a floating road setup like this. The game checks for pillars, but the game doesn't actually check every method of checking for pillars. So this is the one thing they don't check for. When you extend the road, the pillars get readjusted based off of spacing that the game kind of internally wants to do. There's a max distance of 12 units between two pillars. It's a default value. And then the more you incrementally add it together, they're going to want to have an even spacing, so it automatically kind of shifts the pillar. However, if there's a road there, the pillar is visually gone. And the pillar is still there. It's just that since the road was already placed, it's not going to delete the road, and since it was built there before the pillar shifted, it's not going to say that it's not possible. So it just doesn't display the pillar at all, and it's a floating road. Now, what can you do with this? It's kind of tough. You would actually do pretty good with a roundabout setup, because you could actually eventually just put a roundabout off of this, and then the top could continue or do another roundabout, and then you can continue the design again. Because you could technically do a roundabout like this, and then just kind of do a round, right? Let's go with a 10 point something large, right? And then this feeds your bottom to a different layer, right? And then the top lane could be a through street. So this is like off of the highway. You do a distribution, and then your highway would connect both to the top and bottom with, you know, you would do a weird design probably like this, right? And then the top one is probably like this, right? So it's like you would probably do something like that, and then you would have distribution. And this would take you to the deep part of the city. You would bypass this, so you effectively split the traffic lanes. Ideally, the top road would be faster, and then you would want everyone in the top road. But since this roundabout only interacts with the bottom road, you would have split traffic. There's a lot of little ideas you could do with this, but there's ways to utilize this kind of an exploit. But this is base game. Don't need any mods. There's a lot of like cheese strats, so to speak. But yeah, let me just delete this. Chirpy Exterminator definitely getting installed. Yeah, man. I had to bop that, dude. People were talking shit about my city. This city sucks. They don't recycle, man. They're just burning the trash. And I'm just like, man, who invited this guy? Why is he living in my city? Come on, man. Alright. But yeah, those were some of the meme strats. Alright, so this is good. We got the zoning in. Alright, we'll probably want to put some trees here to kind of make it tied together, but this is not bad. I may want to add some walking paths here so that we have some internal walkability. That could be kind of nice. Like, we could do something like this. Oh, so I'm going to do this, and then you see how this is not allowed? I'm going to use anarchy so that we'll have it look like we have students walking in from the side. And then we could do one extra thing and put a fence here. Right? That could be kind of nice. And then to make this even more uniform, we could spill the concrete on this. I use a mod to spill concrete so that it looks a little bit nicer. Right? So we could do that. Hides the path. Okay, it's looking a little bit more clean, so to speak. Alright, so let's pop that. Alright, this looks kind of bad, right? Because it's not straight. So we're going to fix this really quick. Before we do that, though, I want to see if I could do a weird strat. Do I want it here? I could do it all the way out here instead. This tree is part of the library and it's outside of the fence. I don't mind that. And I probably don't need that. Okay, so I'm going to do this. We're going to spill the concrete this side so it's uniform. This could be something small. After all these hours, what's going on, Matt Scratch? I see you over there. Yo, man. Sometimes, man, you gotta change it up, Mad Life. You know how it be, man. I thought it'd be kind of cool, and then it was like, yo, man, the vanilla stuff, you could only do it so many times. I need something over here, though. Real talk. Oh, can we get child daycare? Oh, this shit is huge. Never mind. Oh, one of these. Oh, yeah. What is this? A sauna next to the school? That sounds sketchy. Someone's gonna get in trouble, man. Oh, we put the fire department here. It fits pretty well. Would you ever have a fire department next to the library? You're just chilling, all of a sudden you hear the sirens go off, and it's like, dude, you're in the library, it's supposed to be quiet. Yeah, we probably don't want that then. Maybe there's a disaster building that we could place here. Oh, look, the weather radar. Kind of casual. Probably not really. I guess, is there another park we could put in? Oh. We could put in a small plaza. Oh, this shit is huge. All right, we're gonna make a fake plaza. Let's go, boys, and we're gonna use some flower beds. Okay, I'm going to use this one. We're gonna run a prop line tool. Let's look at this. Ooh, can we do a 90 degree? Okay, that's not bad. Can we do fence mode so that we start right there? Nice. Spacing's pretty good. Ooh, okay. All right, we're gonna run prop anarchy so that this actually clips through. All right, so you see what I'm trying to do, right? It's right between the fence and the path, and it hides the concrete. And then it's right next to the fence, so it's kind of like a border. And it's like, dude, it looks great, man. My library's next door to the fire station. Never thought of that, though. Maybe they have good soundproofing. I don't know, man. I've been next to the fire station, man. Every time they gotta like close the road so the fire trucks can actually like turn properly out of the fire station, man. That shit is loud. That's mad loud, dude. All right, so we need to line this up next. All right, so we stopped this here. I kind of want it lower though. Okay, a little bit lower. Or maybe we do this a little differently. We start from the left side instead. Okay. And then this, we'll use a weird box. Individual placement. Dude, all these plants is small as hell. I need something larger, man. Ooh. This really fits right here, actually. Random power box. In the corner, hidden. That works pretty well. Alright, so then we'll put trees on the sun. We're going to take this and we're going to bob it. So what that means is I'm going to manipulate the assets that spawn on the trees. So... okay, so I want to go to trees. This one, let's change this to green tree. We're going to change that one to green tree. We're going to change this one to green tree. This one is going to be a linden. The young linden. And then that one's going to be a young linden. This one's going to be a young linden. Alright, get some variety there. And then we're going to add some of the larger trees next to it. First one we're going to get is a large chestnut. These nuts. And then we'll get a couple of these. Get one over here. Over here. Then we're going to come in with some of the alders. That's a beech. That's an alder. There we go. Here. This should go over here. Nice and large. Smaller one on this side. Oh, this is not bad. Put that on the back. Oh, put that on the front right here. And then we'll need one on this side. Then I think I would want this tree. It's nice and tall and it's yellow. I kind of like that. And then we'll use some of the trees inside. So we're going to use the small green tree right here. Here. So it kind of looks like it's like a tree combination. Looks more natural this way. And then it's like we have a tree wall to separate the kids playing at the elementary school from the high school kids. Yeah. This is not bad. Now this part, we gotta make this a little nicer. We kind of do. So, oh yeah, right here. This doesn't look realistic, right? So we're gonna hit them with the planter boxes. Right? Because it's on concrete. Trees don't go on concrete, boys. You know that's not how it works. That is not how that works. Alright, so the planters make it look more legit. Get one over here as well. Same thing over here. Oh, can I replace the trees with another asset? That might be what I want to do. I'll have to find something else. Alright, I want to bop these bushes. We're just going to make them invisible. Alright, that didn't look right? With the bushes on the concrete. I will add some custom things to make it look nice. So these hedges... oh, someone got robbed at the high school? Damn, son. Where the police at? Do I even have police over here? I don't. Aw, shit. Yeah, we gave them across the street. Get that right there. Okay. So, I want to bob this again. Cthulhu coming in with the prime. At 33 months. I see you over there, Cthulhu. How are you? Welcome on in. And of course, thanks so much for the 33 months of support using your Prime on me. Shout out to you, man. Did you just wake up, dude? I see you over there. Mama's mad. He wants to sleep, but I keep talking, and so I guess I'm waking him up or something. He's mad at me, dude. Feels bad. Alright, we're gonna take the hedge. I'm gonna replace this with a fence. And oh, prisoner fence. Oh, that's mad jank. We're at high school, dude. Why should I put a prisoner fence there? Riding stable fence? Oh, that's really jank. This fence is not... Chain link? "16-meter antelope enclosure"? Jesus Christ. Dude, none of this works. Alright, we'll keep the hedge. It's the only thing that really fits the high school. I guess the only other thing we could do is a decal. Alright, that's what they're using, so I'm just going to use the same thing. That is... that nature reserve grounds? No. Tile. Yard tile. There we go, that's what I got. Alright, so we're just going to have to center this. So the benches will just have these weird tiles underneath. And we're just going to do our best to kind of align them. Like, you know, winging it. Alright, so we have some lines on the ground a little bit. I think we're missing something though, but I think this is fine. Yeah, it's fine. Not bad, not bad. Cthulhu, how are you, man? I see you over there. Appreciate the sub. Appreciate 33 months. Appreciate turning in ASAP in the morning, man. I see you over there. Alright, that was that spot. And I wanted this to be the education box. So this is pretty good. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. We gotta use a tile set again. We're gonna use some meme strats, extremely meme. And it's gonna be these four. And the reason why I say extremely meme is because this is gonna be a high level strat that a lot of people don't know about. Okay. We're using a mark tool and we're gonna add rules to it. So the first rule is I don't want lines, I want a prop. No, I want a decal. First decal we will use, let's turn this off, is we're gonna use that. I don't want to use the same one. I guess we could use park tiles. That's the one we just had inside. This one's a little bit cooler. I guess we go with decal as well. Oh, that's tennis courts. That's kind of jank. Alright, we're gonna go with the tiles. We will go with the zoo kind of looks nice. Alright, we're gonna go with the zoo tiles. Okay, so this is gonna be shifted -2. It's not bad, everything looks fine. Okay, and then it's gonna add a second rule. This is going to be the same spot. We're gonna add a prop. This is going to be a bench. Classic bench. This needs to go 180. Yeah, face the other way. Shift is -2. I want to put that centered. And then let's change the spacing. Let's do 10. I don't want that many benches, so we pop the other two. This is pretty good. Alright. Now we gotta do the same thing. We're gonna copy paste. Now instead of a bench though, we're gonna use a... What do I want? Planter. Let's use a circle planter, and then let's shift this -3. -5. Oh, that's nice. And then we could keep that. Let's add another one. This is gonna be copy paste, and instead of this, I'm gonna put tree. Alright. It is going to be... I'll probably go with the chestnuts. Right, it's good shade. That's not bad. It's a little bit large. Let's do something smaller. Oh, fruit trees. Oh, that shit is small as hell. Never mind. Damn, son. There's no way the planter box is that small. Oh, this is nice and tall, but it's not that wide, so it's not that imposing. We get nice shade, but we don't block out. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I will take the silver birch here. Alright, now the crazy thing is, we are just going to go here, here, and we're going to go to here. So, we got to do the same thing. So, we're just going to go to the first spot. We're going to copy the first roll set. Copy. Go here. Here. Add roll. Paste. And now it's going to flip to the other side. So we're making a manual plaza. And the citizens will walk on this. But it's not going to be actually active. So we're just doing a couple meme strats. High level. Because it's going to look like there's use. But there's not actually going to be. And we did it pretty fast. Let's go. After all that work, would you use the bench? Or you say before it's just static? Yeah, it's just aesthetics. Not really doing anything here. Now, there is markers we could use. Seats? No, it's sits. Door marker, hang around marker. So I could place this down right here. And put one here. And try to get the citizens to hang around, but they won't sit down. Sitting down on a chair is a weird... I don't even know how to do that. Now the thing is that they wouldn't really go there to hang around. It's not going to happen too often. Because there's no entertainment value here. So it's not that likely to happen. No, there's no bonus. There's no entertainment. There's no... Damn, this guy just... There's no driveway. Yo, this guy's house. Basic. Basic. You see how this has entertainment value? That doesn't happen here. This is just purely just for the looks. So idea with this is you buy a book at the library. Sometimes you want to be reading outside. You know? That's what this is. You play b-ball on this side. Read the books over here. Gotta give them a nice little plaza with shade. It's not bad. It's not bad. Alright. And the best part about this is that you zoom out, you still see it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Students inside. Some guys are playing hooky and they're leaving early. Be like that sometimes. Alright. That's not bad. I like how this is finished already. We don't need it. Oh. I kind of want to do this then. Miniature vegetation. Oh, dude. Dude, somebody died? Oh my god, they're crowded around the body. Jesus Christ. Oh, and the body's gone, guys. There's the hearse. Loading a dead person. Yo, man, they don't think it be like it is. But it do. This guy got shot next to an elementary school. God damn. He really wanted that last enrollment spot. Sometimes, man, just go up to the elementary school, slap a motherfucker with a glove. I challenge you to a duel for the last spot in that teacher's class. And someone said yes. God damn. We in 2023, man. You can't be slapping fools with gloves anymore. What's going on, Ace Cat? Oh, you awake? Oh, shit. I'm about to go to sleep, man. Real talk. Damn, you woke up in 6 hours, actually. Welcome back, Ace Cow. Ace Cow went to sleep, and it was like, yo, man, I gotta wake up in 6 hours on a Saturday. I was like, dude, that sucks. I'm gonna be awake. And then he's back. Welcome back, man. I see you over there. That's pretty good, pretty good. How do I say your name? Volpe Cole? Volpe Cole? That sounds like it's Portuguese. I might be wrong. I'm not familiar with a lot of the other languages, man. I'll be real. I remember one time I heard someone I used to work with speak Portuguese on the phone. I was like, that does not sound like Spanish. The sounds, the enunciations was just so foreign to me. Of course, I might be wrong, man. I am not cultured. Sad to say. Something like this. Okay, okay. Alright, so I did one residential here. Okay, and then this should set up the commercial going down. Ah, welcome, welcome. It's good to have you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope the days are going good and that you have a nice weekend. Hello, hello. Okay, you can't jaywalk here. Nice. There's an island, dude. Don't be jaywalking on me. Alright, so that's fine. This is gonna be a weird street because we're not gonna connect anything to it. Oh no, we could do this so that you could use it, but it's no impact. Yeah. That's probably the smart play. And the normal connection looks like it's gonna be here. That would be good because there's an intersection here, and then that would just cut through, and it's in the middle. Okay, we'll do it. So what I mean when I say no impact is that we're gonna connect the middle island, just like this, and then we're gonna take TMPE. No left turns, man. That's illegal, buddy. We doing it like this. Oh, you see these guys jaywalking? Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. No jaywalking on this, guys. Come on. This is a nice and safe, no crossing intersection. No lefts, no straight throughs. It only allows you to turn right, or you turn right into it. So the reason why this is a good interchange, you plus and minus off of the road randomly, and this helps you kind of alleviate the number of cars a lot of the times. The only way where it becomes a problem is if there's too much access. But because you restrict the access, it's very limited in usage. But because of the impact, it kind of alleviates some of the other junctions sometimes. It's really nice. So it's like this guy leaving here would otherwise be making a left here, which would suck. But because he's coming out here to making a right, we have less left turns, which is overall a great thing. Now on the other side of the coin, that's where the freeway is, right? You'll come in this way, and since you can't make a left turn, it doesn't slow down traffic. Ideally, these are nice low impact interchanges that I feel like it's redundant because it's not omni accessible, which is something that's very popular in road culture. I want to be able to go wherever I want from this intersection. That's kind of how they want to do it in America. So this kind of is counterculture, but it works really well in the traffic AI in this game. That should be fine. I do want to replace this because this is kind of gross. And this is going to end up as a weird road. I probably don't want to do the grid here because if I do a round and make it into a long pill on this side, I would need to do a couple of things. I'd probably do a circle and run the extended pill, but allow this to be grounded still. The problem with that is that you would have a merge lane with the other side, and I would need a 1-lane road to make that work properly. I hate using this because there's no zoning on it. That's the only one thing. I wish they had a 1-lane road that's like one way, 1 lane. That'd be sweet. But because that doesn't exist, it's kind of tough. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. Oh, I never set this up. Oh, crap. Is it my pipes here? Oh, it is. Okay, so let's delete this. Let's adjust this roundabout so it's a little bit easier to use. This road. See, this road, it's kind of tough because this is a 4-way intersection. That should be fine. So we're going to go here. We're going to node controller this. This is a 9 overall. I'm going to go to 99. Looks like the maximum value we have here, it's going to be a 38. So I should probably use something like a 18. Because the logic is that you want to use less than half of the maximum. So that's pretty good. We'll use 18 all and everything. Alright, and then this adjusts the turn angle off of the round, so it's a little bit smoother to do. This actually does have an impact in the traffic of the AI, because the nodes and the stretching actually is reflected, and it's more than just a visual bug. Or a visual change. It's actually more than just a visual change, so it's pretty convenient. This should be 13. No, we'll just keep it at 18. That's fine. It's because the road is wider, so the angles are a little bit off. But we should be okay. I'm thinking about changing this too. I'm thinking about bopping this, because it's like this intersection is going to be heavy. A little bit worried about that. But because it's low density, I'm hoping it's going to be low impact. So the pipes are there, and then I want it commercial coming in. It's going to be very minimum commercial. We won't do the last street on both sides. And then it's a curl, so splash. And we'll take the bottom 4. Okay, that's not bad. And then this is all going to be residential. I should be safe to zone on both sides. Oh, I want to do zoning like this. Oh, that's tough. Okay, so I want to do this, then this. Interesting. This is a different pattern. And this is a different pattern. Okay, wow. Everything's changing. None of my paths are going to line up. I guess that's fine, though. Because then this is going to be a line like that. This does want to zone in. Does it have to line up because of the curl? This comes out this way. Not bad. Here, here, here. This is okay. And then I'm going to splash this in over here. Just like this. Just like that. 9 is greater than 8. Yeah. Splash. This is good. We're going to run a 2x2 on this side. Because we're going to run a path there. 2x2, 2x2. And then this is 4x4. Okay. Take the 3s. Splash this in. And I don't know what I'll do here. This is a weird zoning thing. This is why I hate grid squares. This is a house. But in City Skylines, this is not a house. That's the thing about this game that kind of sucks sometimes. Okay, so we'll do the roundabout cul-de-sac stuff. Nah, we'll do it now. I was going to zone that later. So we're going to use 4x2s, and then on the side with a potential path, we'll keep it at 2x2. And that's the same thing on this side. So 2, 2, splash. Okay, that means splash. 2, 2. And then 2, 2, splash. Oh, no paint bucket. Alright, so now we need nice trees. Let's use the Yule tree. This is a classic center cul-de-sac one. Very good, very good. We'll use 2 of these. I'm gonna use another tree. We could use a chestnut here. Oh, this is not that large. This is better size. Oh, I could use a baobab tree. Okay, the other one is larger. Okay. I guess this is not bad. There we go. The baobab. I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna be real, man. Is this that big? Okay, that's about the same size. We'll use that. Alright, so we run the trees in the center of the cul-de-sacs because, you know, you gotta stop the people from driving straight through the center. Okay. Now we just wait for the zoning. This is gonna come together. The demand should be shot, so I'm actually not worried about that. Okay, so park zone. I don't want to do this, but I guess we have to. This is supposed to be a park right here. Oops. This is supposed to be a park right here. Alright, I'm a little bit OCD. I'm gonna make this perfect. If it ain't perfect, it ain't in my city. You guys have seen how I've played. I measure everything twice. You know what else I do? I got the best pipes in the business. Y'all see my pipes, man? I'm a pipe layer, baby. Gotta watch me lay down the pipe. Alright, so that's gonna be park ground. That is city park, that's what I want. Alright, we're gonna put the entrance on the other side so that this is gonna attract a lot. So I want to spread out where the cars are wanting to drive. We'll put it bottom side so that it kind of makes sense that we could kind of couple this with the parking lot. Right? That makes a lot of sense, IMO. And this kind of sucks. Because one of the things about this is that cars are going to be parked here, right? I guess we could put an entrance from this side. No, it's kind of weird. It kind of feels like this is not a good design. Because, like, there's parking here and there's a fence. And then there's another parking lot with no fence. It's kind of suspicious, man. I guess this is free parking. And this is staff parking. I don't know, man. We got to justify it somehow. Park fence. We get the snap right here. Ooh. Oh, I was going to say, we got some weird angle. Alright, so let's go no grid, road length, angle. Nice. Alright, so this is going to be a guideline thing. There's a strat for this. Alright, so I want to go to the corner. And then there's a dotted line set up. Ooh, okay. Okay. Can this... Oh, this does work. I see. Alright, so... let me go up here. And then I want to anchor this. There we go. So this comes out to here. And then I have an anchor now. So this could line up without snapping. And then I would delete the first line. Because now I have an anchor point. I could line up to here without like going up and down like that. Nice. And then all we need to do from here is... I need to go here. Right? I gotta redo the angle here. And then I have an angle now to snap flat this side, and we go up to the dot. Nice. Okay, so now we need to know what the arbitrary values are. So we turn this. This goes up. That's going to be my first anchor. This is going to go up as well. Second anchor. And then we're going to pull this out. Pretty long. Doesn't really matter how long, but it's pretty long. And then from the first spot, you delete a couple of sections. So we'll leave that last section. What this effectively does is we could do this. snap straight. We're looking for the 90 angle right here on this angle. And it should snap. And then we want to get to the dotted line, and then this is an automatic perfect hug. You see that little bit of a space occupied? I'm going to turn on anarchy. And then it's actually fine. It's pretty close to the sidewalk, but it doesn't do anything weird. So I could delete this, which is my anchor, second point, and then my other anchor. So we do the same thing on the bottom side. That way we get a nice outline for the park area. So pull up, and then we want to do... This is tougher because it's an inside curve. So even though it's tough, I have anarchy, so it's not really a problem. So I'll just pull this out. We don't delete that, we delete this. Okay, and then same thing. Nice. Now, you know what's great about this? We're going to do something even more extra that I think is going to be kind of nice. Should I? It's very excessive. I don't think the game's going to give it to me. But I'll try it. We could do a hedge right on the inside of the fence. Okay. And then... Ah, that doesn't line up well. That's what I was afraid of. That what if this doesn't line up well? I'm still up, yeah. Subathon's still going. I'm gonna wrap up soon though. I need to get some sleep. I know, it's almost time. Mom was mad at me. He was yelling at me earlier. He was like, dude, why are you still awake? Come on, man. He was mad, dude. Alright, we'll probably do this next time. Let me delete the anchor. Let's delete the trees. There is a setup I want to do for this, though. This. There we go. This comes out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually where I kind of want to line this up to. All right, so here, 1, 2, 3. Here, and this is just a dotted line I want to line up to. And then we go up this way. Nice. So this is the grid line. And the reason why I want this is because if I go into the city park, I have an asset that's 4 tiles deep, known as a cafe. And then this fits like this now. See, this sticks out on that side. So this is like perfectly fit. So another thing I'm going to want to do is I want to do a slight round here. So this is 40. We're going to go up to no dotted lines. 40, 40. We'll delete this. And we're going to run a 1, 2 curve. So then it's a nice clean road. And we'll go back to our item. So the cafe goes here. We'll try to get it after the road. So if the concrete pulls out, it's fine. I actually like that. And then another thing we'll have here is we'll have the info booth over here. Right? Want to get that kind of close. Right, they got the planters on this. The trees and the fence, that actually, we see that IRL all the time. So I'm not too worried about that. Get a restroom right here. It's not too bad. And then I want to get a restroom here, but I want to face upwards. Alright, so I need to pull this out a little bit more. And it's 1, 2, 3. So, okay, that's a problem. So, is there a dotted line here? Yes, okay. So we could run this now, like this, and there's no connection there. Nice, nice, nice. So this is like that. We could even find this here to here, here to here, to do a rounded curve here instead. Oh no, I can't. It has to be like this. I could bend this though. So what I want here is the second restroom. We're gonna make this to a bend, so we get rid of the line, and then we're gonna change this to 0. What the hell is this? Dude, what happened? What happened here? Alright, so why I went is triangle. We got the Triforce, baby. It's alright. Alright, so then what we're going to do here is we're going to spill concrete on the left side outer. Right here. And this hides underneath the path really well. And then we'll do this to remove the concrete because we're at the park. Gotta keep it clean. Gotta keep it fresh and clean. Okay, and then we'll just pull this out. And then this is where we'll come in with flower bed. We will use the rounded one, this one. Here. We'll pull it down like so. And then we'll just brush this slightly. Nice, so this is something we can't avoid. That's just the way it is. So that will be what we'll do. And then we'll start setting up our proper path. And then we'll start setting up the 2 setups. Alright, so this will likely be here. This will probably do a freehand setup. This is off now. And I will try to do this. So here... here. Okay. Ooh, that wasn't good enough. Alright, so I see this. We're going to do a meme strat. Anchor. Okay, no dotted lines. 10, 9. We're going to use a random angle. 10, 9. And then this is going to be my midpoint. We're going to use a 10, 10. And then we're going to use, this is a 10-10 setup, right? So bam, bam, bam. Here to here is 80. Dotted lines. So here to here is 80. So we do that, do that, do that, do this. I want to get that curve. Nice, so we get to delete that now. This is a weird setup. We're going to make that into a middle node. Okay, and then we're going to do a random kind of wave curve into here. We want dotted lines for this, kind of weird. And, oh, can I do... Oh, snap, it works. Alright, and then that's a weird setup. That's just going to be a bend. Nice. Alright. And then... this is freehand. Okay. Simple setup. Okay, and then we'll set up the trees right here. So we're going to use a nice tree combination. There's going to be a couple things we're going to want to do. So tree wall, it's good mechanic. We're going to do a thick line here, 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 and I'll curl it in here. So it's going to go like this. This is a standalone. We'll do a 2 set right here. And then we'll do 1, 1, 1, 2. It's not bad. This is going to be small trees. We'll do the center later. Okay, we're going to do our tree pattern. Here's is our tree line that's kind of guiding everything. And once that's set up, we're going to place other trees next to this. So it's going to be based off around this. And this is going to be relative to kind of where I want the color to be. So since the fence is on the bottom side, and this is kind of a bigger tree, you want the smaller trees in front. Right? You could also alternate, and it's up to you. Okay. It's not bad. And then, of course, we want color. So this is solid green, a little bit, you know, nature green. We're going to go with a light green. Right here. Nice contrast. And then, of course, you kind of want to do it on opposite sides. And this is going to help you pop out the color. Right? The color of the trees. The green. The naturalness. Needs to seem legit. This is what we're going to do to make it seem legit. Now we're running a 1-2-2 pattern, you could see. It's up to you. 1-2-2, 1-2-3, 2-2-1, whatever you want to do. Oh, no, I did that already. Okay, so with that, I want a fall color, maybe a yellow-green. That's pretty nice. All right. So we're going to go with a 2-3-2-3 pattern. So that's 2. We're going to run a 3 here. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 2, 3. 1, 2. That's not bad. So that's coming in. You can see how this is coming in together where we put the trees. The groups of trees are going to act as a wall so that it separates the outside of the park and the inside of the park. And then we're going to have some, you know, gazebos on the inside. We want the shopping and all that, you know, the cafes outside right here. I'll probably have space for like a plaza. If I can, I would want to make it into like a offset square. Ooh, that's the goal. Small city. Now we're never going to run out of cash. You guys want to see something crazy? Look at my monies. $7,000. Nothing's changed. And then I'm going to do one simple thing. I'm going to go to policies. I'm going to go to city planning. I'm going to turn on small business enthusiasts, big business benefactor, and high-tech housing. So we're just going to close this after we turn it on, and we're just going to make money. So we went up from 7.7 to 8K to 8.2K, and then I'm not even going to look at it anymore. It's going to be something we'll look at after we finish laying down the trees. So you don't randomly just make money, right? So we just turn those policies on, and you're going to see the effect of it. So we're going to put the trees down, and this looks not bad. You know what will be nice here? Verticality. So we're going to add some tall trees. Ooh, the pine's not bad. Oh, this is too tall. I probably run this with the redwoods, but I think we're going to use this nice silver birch. So we would put this in the front right here because you could still see it from the back, right? The verticality is what I'm talking about. This is like a... God damn. I just started coughing, my bad. So the verticality right there, we're just going to do a 2 setup. You can put it in front too, but having it in the back is an advantage because you can still see it. So it has an effect while, you know, having a good placement options. Now you can see that this connected. It's a nice little tree wall. There's some spots in between that we could fill in as well. But this is what I mean when you want a tree wall. So that's good. So now we have light colors. Guess what we need now? Dark colors. And I still want the verticality. That's going to be the boreal pine. So you can see this is a nice tall pine. These are great to have behind everything. Now, because of the verticality, you don't really want too many of these. We're just going to go with 1 per group. And we're putting it on the inside every time. Okay, and that's because there's a counterpart, the generic pine. This is a smaller version, and having varying heights like this gives it a lot of character. This is going to be a 2-3-2. So that's 2-3. And these are great to have in the front. You could mix it anywhere though, because of the color type. It mixes really well. Not bad. So these are going to be dead end roads. We'll probably put something there, but we'll have to hide whatever it is we'll put there. All right, not bad. Then we'll come in with more verticality, Eastern Cottonwood. All right, this is just going to be randomly placed, 1 to 2. Doesn't really matter, it's up to you. And if I can, I will want to extend some of these walls. Okay, so that's a tree line, pocket. Yeah, that's fine. All right, not bad. So now we need small trees. We're gonna go here and put some young lindens. This is a nice tree because it's really small and it gives you kind of like the different stages of the tree. So we're just gonna put it kind of randomly. You could spam this a lot because it's kind of like a seedling in that regard. So you could use it to fill up some of the spaces that you might have. And having it outside like this is good filler. Because the baby trees will kind of be away. And it's like, dude, it grows into anything. So this is good tree to kind of spam and fill up some of the spots. So if you have like a big gaping hole, things like that, it's really nice. All right, so that's going to be our tree composition. We're going to take the same combination, probably fill it up a little bit better. We could have this open to the road and put trees on the inside so the line goes like this. But this is not bad. And then to make this really pull together, you're going to want vegetation. A lot of the times, you take the thick vegetation and you place one of them. So that large tree you place at the very beginning, that's usually what I use it on. Right? Because that large tree we place, it's going to be technically the center of each tree bushel. And by doing it like this, we have a good base vegetation. Now, why do you want this? Because you're going to add in thin vegetation along with that. This is going to be 1, right, originally. Then we're going to add 2 to 3 around the outside. And you can kind of place it somewhat randomly, but you always want it to be under the trees. This vegetation sticking out a little bit comes together really well because it makes it feel a little bit more like natural. You wouldn't just have trees without grass, right? Things like that. So it's pretty nice effect. So as of right now, this is what we got. Got some vegetation, right? Got our tree set. And then, of course, we got to add, what did I say? Grass. Of course, we're going to add flowers first. One thing I like to do with the flowers is have it, if there's pedestrians, we'll put it close in sight. We're not going to put it on the inside yet. We're going to put it on the outside. And we're not going to put it along the road. It's along the tree line. And then we'll have some on the outside as well from the other people on the other side of the fence. Them seeing the pretty flowers is kind of nice, right? But you want it close to the trees, not too far out. This is fine. Here, here, here. And that's fine. And then we'll get some random grass. This is just kind of random, inside, outside. It's a good feel. Because it gives you a little bit of variety. It's kind of nice. Alright. Got the vegetation. Got all the tree colors for popping. It's fall season, baby. All the trees are acting differently. Some are drying out, some are staying green, some are staying dark. What would be nice if we had some of these like red colored trees for the fall feel would be really nice. The red or orange. Alright, so we would need more to really make it tie together, like a tree line along the inside of the path. This is pretty good. I'll probably put some trees here, here, and it's because you're using the layers to kind of create like a sense of separation. So you would want trees here, trees here, and then trees here. And then the other spots you can kind of use freely. You can use a single Yule tree, right? And then you can put a gazebo next to that, because this is very wide. It's very nice. Hey, Miller! K-Vim! With a gifted sub to Mains Kyle. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate it, man. And of course, yo, man, Mains Kyle, welcome to the city. Hope you enjoy the emote 20 dice ad-free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub ad. But yo, appreciate the support. Thank you so much. You know who to thank, Miller K-Vim. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. But yo, man, thank you for the support. Thank you so much. Alright, so we're not going to continue this with the trees, though. This is looking not bad. Now, look at our money. I went from 7.7 weekly income to 12.2, and it's still somewhat going up. And that's because the policies I turned on. This literally doubles sales. And when your businesses double sales, you tax them. And guess what? If they make double sales, you make double tax revenue. So by doing this, typically, you're just going to make money. So a lot of the times, if you're playing Skylines and you guys are running into money issues, you want to reach small city to use these two policies. Now, every time you zone in commercial, you're just going to be making a lot of cash. Eventually, you get up to like plus 20,000 a week. And then I have a lot of demand right now, as you can see. Gotta launch. I will be lurking anyway. Appreciate it, Matt Live. I'm actually going to wrap up like right now. It's going to be time for me to wrap things up. It's been a great 15 hours. I know it says we got the 20 hours on the subathon. We're doing a modified subathon. We'll do about this amount of time. I'll sleep for like 6 hours so that we have somewhat of a healthy schedule. It's not healthy, but it's better than staying up for like 60 hours straight. So I'm gonna get something to eat, go to sleep, wake up, and we're gonna play some more. I don't know what we're gonna play, but we're gonna continue stream tomorrow, you guys. City's coming together. We started this at the start of the subathon, but we are playing like, I think we went through like 10 different titles already. Oxygen Not Included, The Cities, Mini Motorways, Dorothy Romantic. Dude, we were playing Timberborn earlier. Yo, man, we're just going through all the titles. There's a little bit of a power issue. That's a budget issue, right? Oh, I need to tax my boys 12%, if you guys are ever wondering. That's a safe spot. You could only go up to 13 or higher if you have higher land value. So it's a pro tip. Oh, my park leveled up, huh? Nope, that was not that. That popped up. That's fine. Damn, someone got robbed. Crime rate is high. Okay. Oh, dude, the jail's maxed out. Damn, crime rate is high. Let me get a second one. Yeah, they need some help, dude. So if you guys are wondering about police, the jail capacity is going to be a good indicator of if you need a second or third or fourth or fifth. You never want jail capacity to be maxed out. It could be in the red, but in the beginning, you don't want it maxed out because that means your problems are never going to get fulfilled. So you only want to add police if you need jail capacity. This is in the beginning of the game. Later on, once you get to the mid and then end game, you're just going to be doing police stations for land value because it's a service. And that's going to be why your industry buildings level up. Needs to be covered by more services. So the police is one of them, fire is another, medical, death care is separate, trash is technically a service, so is public transit. Some people argue so is education. I just don't like putting education in here. It's like, come on, man. This is so many chemicals in the air. You know, why would you want to put your kids there? Be like that sometimes. But yep, I think this is going to be a good spot for us to wrap things up for the night. Let's get that saving. Smol Mamba number 3. Let's go, let's go. Alright. Sweet, sweet embrace of sleep. Ah, I can't wait, boys. It is finally time. Alright. So, we got that saving, right?